Well, it's the sex scandal that rocked the White House and ruined Bill Clinton's reputation. But what about the other woman? Well, friends claim that Monica Lewinsky's affair with the former president 15 years ago has left her heartbroken, and that given the chance, she would snatch him back up in a tick.
Now, although Lewinsky has enjoyed success designing handbags and hosting a reality TV dating show, she's never married or had children because she says she's still in love with Hillary's husband. So are you hung up on a past love? Joining us with more is relationship expert Dr. Bella Ellwood-Clayton. Good morning to you, Bella.
Hi, Larry. Hi, Kylie.
How difficult do you think it would be? Let's just talk about Monica first. To get over Bill being in the public eye, of course, it was a huge thing. She'd be seeing his image everywhere to this day.
That's exactly right. You know, getting over love is hard enough, but imagine if the whole story is being internationally broadcasted. We often advise people, remove mementos and reminders of your ex-partner. But how can you do that when you're hung up on someone who's so high profile? Monica definitely has a hard situation to deal with.
Hey, what are your thoughts on this? Do people have more than one true love, or is there only, the one?
Well, I think that there certainly can be more than the one, and that there are different types of love. So in our culture, we generally practice serial monogamy, meaning having one monogamous partner after another. In the case of Monica, what is she going to do? She's dated the United States, the President of the United States. Who's going to be the next candidate? She has to think of her next situation and see that other men can also have charisma and power. Perhaps not so much as the president, though.
Yeah, a hard one to beat. How can not getting over your ex affect your day-to-day life?
Well, it can really be extremely devastating and, in fact, is comparable to depression. There's loss of sleep to contend with, loss of appetite, certainly obsessive thoughts, lethargy, and also a feeling of hopelessness or despair. So it's a real process that we have to face, and it takes a lot of emotional work, and it is difficult. There's no avoiding that.
Where do you start all that emotional work? Should you move on and accept they don't love you anymore, or if you really believe they're the one, do you just keep pursuing them?
Well, the funny thing is, if you really pursue the best life you can live and be the best person that you are, that's the most enticing thing to get your ex to want you back. But often during that process, we do grow and change, and by the time our partner wants us back, we're not interested.
No, it's too late. What steps can you take to move on? You say you're wanting to be the best person that you can be and to move on. How do you do that?
Well, in an ideal world, we get closure. We're able to have that conversation and learn to a certain extent what went wrong. Then there's also the process of grieving, and you can't avoid that. It's not good to suppress the emotions we have. Go through the pain, feel it out. That will help you move to the next stage of accepting that, you know what, they're not coming back. The relationship is over. And one way to help that process is to redirect your passions. What else out there can you focus on to make you feel good and to give your energy to? And lastly, I suppose that the old adage about time healing all wounds, to a certain extent, can be relied on.
Hey, Bella, what happens if you're on the other side of this fence? What do you do if your ex is not over you? How can you contribute, or how can you help them move on?
Well, this is tough. We have to be brutally honest, and we have to let that person know. We have to give them closure and let them understand that the relationship is over. You're not coming back to them. That means no mixed messages. Be ruthlessly honest, give them closure, and if all else fails, you can write them a letter. It might be too intense to tell them face to face, I don't want to be with you anymore after all this time and after getting to know you. But you can write a kind, gentle letter, mail it in the post, and there's a bit of elegance in that if you're too hard to do it face to face.
A Dear John letter, that's called.
Or you can just change your Facebook status to single.
There's an idea. You could do that too.
Alrighty, thank you, Bella.
Thanks, guys.
I'm not sure that's going to help Monica or not, but it might help someone else out there.
She probably watches on the internet.